Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. And welcome to the GMAE show here at the Sandbox Game, where 5 days a week on this channel we're playing the games that you created inside the Sandbox Game Maker, giving you the news you need to know about the Sandbox game and talking about anything you want to talk about in the metaverse, talking about the asset creation software VoxEdit or the Sandbox Game Maker software. Good morning to those of you who are joining me in the Asia Pacific region right now. Good evening to those of you joining in India. Good evening to those of you joining in Europe or Africa. Good morning, afternoon, maybe it's afternoon. Good afternoon to people who are in Brazil right now. Good morning / afternoon to those people in South America and in North America. The time, 9:09 a.m. my local time. It is November 28th, 2022. Chat, it's a new month. Almost. You know, right at the end of November. Got a lot of stuff going on. First, up in the news for the Sandbox Game, tweeted earlier today by @TheSandboxGame. Tomorrow, November 29th at 7 p.m. UTC. Join us for an AMA with @JagFriends_NFT and @WorgetSebastian, discussing the Jaguar Friends experience and the vital role we can play by bringing causes to the metaverse. During the AMA, Jaguar Friends will be minting. This is 1900 UTC time. Go check that out. Another piece coming up. Muv Love, a collection of finely crafted fighters, is coming to life in the metaverse. Build your own experience with dynamic and marvelous NFTs. This is on sale November 29th, 3 p.m. UTC in the marketplace. Get a quick little teaser trailer on this. Some battle robots. What's up, Hill? What's up, Stanley Wilson? In the chat, do I know about Riddletons? I do know about Riddletons, yes. They're a nice little collection that came out of that sort of mysterious riddle series that came out on Twitter, right? Yeah? Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Pretty sure that's what that is. From what I remember. Get tagged in a lot of stuff. There's a lot going on out here. Right, what's up, Shaman? What's up, Diraj? Super Magus. Escape Room Artist in the chat. GMAE Proto Kyle 6. Man, Maxi, been having a good time. After that 24-hour live stream, I pretty much did everything that I could possibly do, literally, contractually, on my month. And so, you know, came on a couple different times, but mostly worked on stuff. A lot of personal projects. Had a really great Thanksgiving. Only about half the people that I expected to show up to my house showed up on Thanksgiving last Thursday here in America. It's one of our biggest national holidays. But yeah, had a good time with that. All right, let's get into the next piece here. Published earlier by blockchainresearchlab.org. You can see an analysis of land in the Sandbox game for Q4 2022, published from November 27th, 2022. Go check this out if you're interested. Blockchainresearchlab.org gets you the latest updates on what land kind of looks like. And you can see here, compared to this time last year, pretty significant pop in the price, you know, despite where the crypto market is as it is. You can see the difference. You know, we had a significant, huge pop after the Facebook Meta announcement, talking about, you know, it's a big piece when they said metaverse, and then we said, like, let me show you what that really looks like, you know. But we've got now, it's cooled off a little bit in the market, which is totally normal. That's going to happen. You're going to see pops, you're going to see cooling, but the cooling is higher than previous last year, so it's really nice to see that kind of coming through consistently. Now, another piece. GM landowners at Blondish. This is DJ Blondish and the Sandbox Game celebrate the return of Abracadabra during Miami Art Week. RSVP at Sandbox_RSVP @ the 5th column PR.com, the 5th column PR.com. Sandbox presents an immersive metaverse experience, Abracadabra at Art Basel 2022. This is DJ Blondish, Bora Uzer, Arods, Nico De Andrea, Erika, Tiffy Vera, and Sakib. Ticket for raffle owners, November 30th, 2022. This is a 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. party. happening at Art Basel. So if you're going, you want to check out something interesting, go have a look at that. And then the biggest piece of news for today and what everybody's going to be talking about all day, the California Dreamin' Wave 1 land sale is the raffle will start 2 hours, 47 minutes from this moment. So if you want to check that out, if you haven't already registered for the raffle, go register, get yourself in there. If you have you can get yourself an additional number of land or raffle tickets based on your participation in previous seasons and being a Playboy Rabbitars holder. Entering the raffle, by default, you get 1 ticket. If you were in Alpha Season number 1 and you completed level 5, you get 20 additional tickets. Alpha Season number 2, level 5, 20 additional tickets. Level 3, or Season 3 rather, level 5, 20 additional tickets. So if you just participated in our Alpha Season number 3, you have an increased chance of getting yourself a land during this sale. This sale is restricted to people who are KYC. So if you aren't already, please make sure you do that. And the raffle will start out very soon. Like I said, 2 hours, 46 minutes from now. Chat, if you're watching live and you would like me to play your game or experience, if you're designing something, if you're creating something for the metaverse or for a game jam competition and you say, I don't know, how is this? Can Joe break it? Send it my way. Put it down in the chat and we will try to make sure we get that played here live on the show. But for now, I'm going to be playing a game that was created for the Ragnarok Game Jam by Ecoverse Studio. It says Ragnarok Game Jam, growing pouring. Assist the people in the village and receive potions to help pouring grow. Tip. Follow the yellow marks. All right, I'm seeing page 891, Wizzy's chess-like game. So you're saying it's Wizard's chess. That's what you're saying. All right, let me put that down in my notes here really quick before I get started. That way I don't miss it. GMAE show, and I will paste that for you. We'll get you that right after this one. Not Jackie Chan says Alex played it a bit on Wednesday. Good to hear. Good to hear. We'll see how my opinions, views vary compared to Alex. And that's an important part of the process when you are getting quality assurance for your experiences, is to try to get as varied of a quality assurance as you possibly can. Because Alex and I actually play quite differently. And we do reviews for the game jams all the time. But when we do, you'd be surprised at like the way that our notes do vary. You know, there was one a little while ago where the actual gameplay by definition we interpreted that different, right? It was a tower defense game jam, or the tower game jam. Not necessarily having to be tower defense in the sense that that we wanted it to be, but when I reviewed those games in the tower game jam, I personally wanted it to be pure tower defense. I wanted the game to essentially, you set it up as the avatar or the character or the cursor or whatever you had designed. And then I wanted the game to sort of be able to play itself once you hit start, right? Start the waves going. The towers were defeating the enemies. Alex saw it as a totally different thing. He saw there is tower, it must be defended by whatever means that is. So when I played an experience where personally I was hacking and slashing, if that was the primary way or it was impossible to defend the space without hacking and slashing, I actually downranked it just a little bit on those experiences, whereas he didn't take that into account at all, right? And that's why, you know, when it comes to getting a general view of what the consumer is going to be doing when they're playing your experience in the metaverse, you do want to have that diverse grouping. You know, I've been doing quality assurance for a really long time, all the way back into like the Halo 2 before it had released era, and doing quality assurance for experiences is always going to have a varied group of people. You're going to have people who are super good at parkour. You're going to have people who are trying to back themselves into a rock, you know, and then you're going to have people who will play an experience purely for the play and experience and say like, this is the feedback that I have on the mechanics that you have built already. So it's important to, again, find as many people as possible to get into your game and enjoy those experiences. What's up, Pickaxe Master? You see that email? I want to get the Pickaxe Master on the show. I don't know if I got a follow up on that, but I want to get him on the show. When are you coming on? Soon, I hope. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's get started with this Ragnarok game jam. First of all, super cute assets. I really like this right away as soon as I drop in. I'm seeing a nice and a nice universal style. It looks like they use the same sort of template for the eye design on each character, or the face design rather. So I'm liking what I'm seeing there. These sort of intricate art designs are a really nice feature. And as you zoom in there, I'm wondering if I can see kind of inside baseball a little bit, like what's going on with the way they designed it. It looks like the mouth is a pretty simple, like turned voxel inside there, which is great. But nice to see the thickness, the width of that. The eyes themselves, similar mechanic. You know, you got a couple of different turned voxel blocks to make these eyebrows happen, and then the sort of like eyeliner around the edges coming through from a third turned voxel. You know, little rectangle there. But really nice face design on these assets. I can appreciate that all around. Obviously the armor's doing pretty good too, staying in the aesthetic. Yeah, really cool. Good job. All right, somebody tell me what this is, because I'm gonna call this a little turd, little raindrop, little, you know. All right, what do we got? Wednesday? Pickaxe Master says Wednesday. You want to do it this Wednesday? What day is it today? What year is it today? Wednesday? Sure, we can do Wednesday. All right. Good day, warrior. Could you help me out with something? What is it? I am Prince Pouring of the Kingdom of Pouring. I need a potion to evolve. Okay. So as I read this, as I'm going through this, if this is your first time watching, know that I do tend to kind of, because we don't have voiceover acting in the Sandbox game yet, right? Like you can't set audio triggers to go off at certain portions. Wow. When I read something, I'm like looking at the word potion and it blew my mind. When I read something like this, I'm going to try to correct it, but sometimes I'll correct it in multiple ways to talk about like what the best possible way to write it is, because many of our developers, I mean, we got people all over the world. Primarily games are still developed in English. They don't have to be. You can of course pick any of your localized languages when you do the designs. But when I read this, I'm going to go back through and I'm going to say something like, I need potion to evolve. So potion can be right in this case if you capitalize the P in potion, and I would say highlight another color, which is to say that I need item name potion to evolve, right? Or I need brackets item name to evolve. That would make sense. Or I need a potion to evolve is the way that I would like to have that written, just to make it a little more simple to read and possibly easier to translate if it was going through like you can use like on your phone to auto translate signs and stuff if somebody was doing that to be able to play your experience. I can't get it for myself at the moment. All right, let me help you. How do I get it? Thank you so much. If you fulfill the request in the village, you'll get potions as rewards. Nice. First, I'll need the mercenary blue potion. Don't worry, I'm on it. Head to the commission board in the town square. Very cool. All right. Pickaxe Master says, we just corrected the game today with everyone's help because we already knew you would call it out. Nice. Well, Pickaxe Master, hopefully we find something, right? You don't have to find something, but hopefully we find something. I mean, ideally we find nothing, right? And it's just a perfect experience. But if we find something now, obviously that's going to be better than if we come back and we're in the middle of the metaverse and people are going like, hey, what the heck? So it'll be fun to check out what you got. I know you got some beautiful arts and a fun experience getting built there. Now let's see here. Not Jackie Chan says, for sure, I'd love to see how you tackled the level compared to Alex. Sorry for the late comment. Hey, no worries. No worries. Move out of the castle. Leave the castle. Okay. Using a teleport mechanic. Pretty smart. I assume that entire level is designed like in the middle of this castle, but you wanted it to look like nice and grand. This is, again, wonderful looking art. I like what you're doing with the castle overall. Especially like, look at those, what are those, turrets, right? That's what those are called. The in the castle there with the nice roof. It appears to be curved without really actually being curved. Really nice stuff. All right, let me see. Just very grand. And in a 1x1 space, you know, the quests, the environments are happening in sort of tight conditions, but not like so small that like it allows you to kind of see like, okay, this is happening at the castle and it's not happening outside. If this was published in the metaverse and the Ragnarok folks really liked it and they wanted to refer back to another zone or something like that, or maybe you and somebody else who designed something for the Ragnarok game jam, or you on multiple lands, you could have like something at the end of the area, like a little sign that says, to continue this adventure, go here on the map, and then you could build in your next zone, your like exterior village where the wolves are attacking or whatever the thing is that's going on, right? All right, Nazar, thank you for the compliment. Appreciate it. Pickaxe Master says you'll be the first one to play outside the team. Super excited for your feedback. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Good morning.
Good morning, Joseph. Sorry I'm a little late here.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, doing fantastic. Just having a good time waking up to my alarms a little late.
No worries, man. So we're checking out a Ragnarok game jam experience that is, so far, it's playing well. Just a couple quests in. But very pretty. Like, this seems like a wonderful advertisement for if any developer was like, hey, can you stay true to my product? Can you create me some arts? Build a world around it. I think it's spot on. Spot on.
A lot of these Ragnarok Game Jam games it really knocked them out of the park, honestly.
Yeah. Oh dear, hesitating. Sir, are you okay? Oh, I see. Thank you. You'll need a rake. You'll need a rake to cultivate the field. Got it. There's so much to do. It'd be nice to have some help. Do you mind giving me a handy, young man? All right, that's why I'm here. Saw a post in the village. How to use the tool? Press a keyboard button E. I would say here make the E capitalized when you have that, or like put it in quotes. And/or I'm gonna say and/or because when you look down at the keyboard, all of the keys are always written with capitalization. Okay, so press the keyboard button E. Stand next to the tool to pick it up. Flip those. So it says stand next to the tool and press the keyboard button E. Just keep that part highlighted. And work in the fields. Okay.
I do love how they actually had that highlighted, though.
Yeah. Is this the... Oh, yeah, we're doing the work. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, they're growing. Just right here. They're growing super fast. Look at that. Like the farm like this in real life, Like you ever just go down to the farm and everything just instantly grows out of the ground? It's pretty good. Press E. Now, see, in this case, you got press E really well highlighted. It's very large. Good job. Now spray the fields with water. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How fast can they grow, Boop, 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 boop.
If only real life was as easy as an RPG.
Right? Look at how fast this wheat grows. Love the animation on that. Perfect. Lastly, you'll use a sickle to harvest the rice. Oh, it's rice? Does rice look like that? I actually don't know. That's a real question. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I get to pick it up. Oh. Boop.
There's actually a really well done little attention to detail with the animation for the growth there.
Yeah. 100%.
Usually we see this kind of, the flash as we're, picking them up, right? Where the animation skips over certain details.
Yeah, all right. Thanks to you, we were able to finish the harvest without any problems. Here, take some rice. Oh, thank you. Now, this still looks like wheat to me, but again, I may just be like totally off base. Like, is that what rice looks like when it's grown? Let me see. All right. We're taking the harvested rice to the cook. Where's the cook? Was it that lady over there? Oh no, it's this guy over here. Look at him. He's waving. He's got an exclamation mark. Boop.
But rice looks very similar to wheat as it's growing.
Interesting. Interesting.
We're just used to seeing like the plots, sitting in water and things like that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like flooded lands, right? Uh, Kimon Kimon M's. Forgive me if I said your name wrong a little bit there. Kimon M's over on YouTube saying, "When's the announcement for the land sale whitelist?" Hello, Joe. What's up, man? How you doing? Or lady? Forgive me. Relatable thing. I just say man because I'm a dude. Raffle starts 2 hours 31 minutes 50 seconds from now. That's over at sandbox.game. You can check it out by clicking the map button on the left side. If you're not already registered, go check it out. What's up, PandaPops 90 in the chat? How's it going? Hodel Hill memeing me, trolling me, saying typical man, I feel like it's kind of like it's not so much like, dude or lady or whatever, man. It's more just like that people tend to reflect like whatever they are out there into the space. I think unless it's like dude bro is your username, there's no reason for me to assume that you're a dude or not. It's just mostly like because I am already.
Right.
All right, so we're popping into the space. The potion immediately teleported me in there based on proximity, which is interesting. And the potion itself got teleported in nicely. So I like the fact that I am still carrying it in. I like the fact that it spawned with me because it kind of keeps you in the moment of like, I really am doing this quest. And it's not just like you walked in and suddenly it was sitting in front of him. So that's very well done. Thank you so much. Bottoms up. One shot. Whoa, Prince pouring. Bro, that's a big bottle for you to drink the whole thing. It's kind of like, all right, awesome. Can you find the red potion this time? This guy's got wings. Is that a Red Bull, bro? Is that a Red Bull?
Must have been. But as
Must
Paul
have been.
pointed out, it could have been tears of the enemies like PandaPops.
That's true. That's true. All right. Move out of the castle. Here we go. Boop. All right.
Alex
Another
Makes
quest.
Art
What's
does
that?
have a question. How
All
does
right.
the auction work for the remainder? Is it like silent auction or on OpenSea?
Define remainder. So okay, so here's how it essentially works: is you've got it's sort of like a priority queue system in that the raffle is like, hey, am I in? You're gonna want to stay in the space there. Unsold land after 24 hours. Yeah, you're gonna want to stay in the space just to see if you've got like secondary queue priority. Because it may be that some people get approved because they had, and I don't remember if it double checks right as soon as it opens. But when you had to register, you had to have a certain amount of sand in your account at the time of registry. But I'm not certain that it's going to double check that right before it draws from that or not. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Do you plan new features for the Sandbox Avatar NFTs? Like, I assume you mean staking Sandboxer. I don't believe so. I mean, the Avatar NFTs have the utility of being this avatar that we can run around with inside the metaverse, which, by the way, I've got the funniest thing to show you. I'm going to show you probably right after this game, just because I just laughed so hard about it. And I haven't shown anybody. I haven't shown Panda. Panda's going to laugh about it. Panda's probably going to want to do this if they get an opportunity to do so. But I have a Care Bears avatar equipped right now. And I'm also one of the community managers in the metaverse. So when I run around in the metaverse, it looks pretty interesting right now. I'm gonna have a laugh about that. All right. So right now, Anna Joyce says, when will the Sandbox assets be deployed on Polygon Network? Because if we need to buy an asset from the marketplace worth 1 sand, it seems to be charging $4. So the assets are undergoing that update in the near future. This is avatars and or certain avatars. Actually, I think the Care Bears was on Polygon. but certain avatars and assets are still undergoing that contract move. So the smart contract for the lands had recently moved. I'm going to say recently, but I think it was like 6 or 8 months ago. Had moved over to the Polygon network. Sand has been moved over to Polygon network. But each one of these smart contracts, as there are different smart contracts, has to be validated for their new code by independent validators to be sure that they are good, well-made code bases. All right. Let me see if I can get up there. Little elevator. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I was gonna walk around it. It felt like something that I could walk up the sides to.
Got a hard question in the chat.
What's up?
Is beta more exciting than season 4? We haven't actually had a season 4 yet. Season 3 had just been finished up, and we are still hard in alpha. And beta, Joe, what do you think that's going to look like?
Yeah, well, I mean, in terms of industry verbiage phrasing, what makes something a beta is that the game, in terms of new features and functions, has been finished. So we are currently in the alpha because we are currently adding new features and functions to the Game Maker client, and by extension to the metaverse itself. So I mean, in terms of a pure question, I think beta is more exciting than season 4 because I know that season 4 is happening still while we are actively developing stuff. And I'd really be interested to see where the sandbox is once we get into that beta phase. And we're essentially just taking the user feedback to fix little things like when you're in a beta phase, that might be like somebody saying, I don't like how high you can jump. I want to be able to jump higher. Or I think we should be able to run faster, or we run too fast. And that's what you do in the beta is you tweak things. You don't change new functions or features. So yeah, I mean, I think that's personally, I think that's more exciting to be in that beta period. But you know, there's a lot of time between then and now. I mean, we've got new features, functions coming, you know, at the 0.8.0 update is going to be pretty significant, and that sort of ecosystem there. Lots of really cool stuff happening. All right, kid, what's up, kid? This kid has the cutest hat ever. Says, you're finally here, warrior. I'm so annoyed because of all these bugs. Please help. All I have to do is catch all the bugs, right? So, username kid, when they say warrior, this is an interesting thing. You have an opportunity inside the Game Maker right now to use some Unity script codes. And those codes can call my name out of the top left corner of the screen into the text here. So instead of it saying warrior, it could say my username. And I think that's a lot more engaging. So when you do have a chance to do that as devs, make sure that you are inserting that. If you're going to have people, and I don't think it matters that this avatar isn't the avatar that I chose on the website. You know, I'm still going to register in most games as the same 1 or 2 usernames or whatever. So yeah, definitely insert that username when you get the opportunity to do so. It just makes it feel more engaged. All right, let's see. Not Jackie Chan memeing and saying Sandbox will never be beta. It'll always be alpha. Big old strong arm.
How's it going, Elijah? And yes, no problem. We're always here to answer those questions. At least you're going out. We plan on being a little bit more consistent with the show.
Oh, how to catch bugs. Go up to the bug and press E on the keyboard. Wait, I'm just supposed to catch this? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just gotta, oh my goodness.
Just pick it up. Just wait. Okay, so they're not threatened by me.
But
they're massive. They can't harm me. Blah, 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 blah. So no actual combat is happening here. I'd say this is probably one of those cases where I'd like to see a little bit more interactivity. Am I able to damage like these? I know I could kind of damage them in a large radius if I can get them to collect with each other, but
I don't know.
So yes, sir.
I'm looking forward to the new lighting effects that are coming out.
Oh, absolutely,
some teasers for that.
Yeah, but they're pretty.
These, as far as this game goes, these bugs are massive. I know we're trying to, be more Ragnarok and try and use some creatures from the game itself and
Sure.
from that universe. But maybe if we're going to be catching something, they're not going to be bigger than our character model here.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't even be like super opposed to them being huge, but this mechanic right now, the way that it's drawn up, is just press E on it. And like, if I'm just pressing E on a thing, um, this is a lot of times. I'm taking out damage, and that makes sense. But you're just like kind of hanging out with the bug, and they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. I guess I'll die or whatever it is they're doing. Um, so yeah, I think this mechanic could be simplified because there's no storyline reason why we've established that they're tough to catch slash kill. Um, and
Maybe
you
putting
know,
them on a lead or something like that, bringing
yeah.
them to a location would have been a little better for the catch mechanic there. A little harder to program, but
Oop. Okay, these are not so bad because this is like jump catch. They're getting caught, or they appear to be getting caught. So I kind of like this one. It's a little more challenging. Not bad, not bad. Downside to this being that I'm gonna have to climb this over and over and over to do it. So it's a bit repetitive in that sense, but
could have used that those wings from earlier.
oh, now I'm hungry. He said wings, and for whatever reason, my brain went chicken wings.
A little early for chicken
There it
wings.
is. It's never too early for chicken wings. Tell him, chat. Tell him. Chicken wings all day, every day. Oh, man. Okay, so as I'm walking up the stairs here, you'll notice this sort of popping up. First, as we walk up the first stair, we check this pretty much all the time. You can't just walk up the stairs. If they're going to be designed or drawn up as stairs, then definitely make sure that they are walkable throughout. And if they're not, then you can actually place an invisible asset. Like you make sure collision is turned on, but visibility is turned off for something in front of the stair that helps my character walk up it. And this is true with every stair. When you do QA on a set of stairs, you're going to literally walk up every single step, and you're going to do this over and over. Because as I'm walking up the steps, first step, I kind of kicked it. I had to jump. This one here, as I'm getting like right in here, it kind of feels hitchy. And by hitchy, I mean like you can almost like run up against it, almost stop. But you want to avoid that as much as possible. So as I'm coming up these stairs, it shouldn't be like difficult to do so, especially if I go up them over and over like this. What's up?
Looks like Sparky's having wings for lunch here.
Really?
Folks are talking about breakfast wings as well.
I mean, breakfast wings, lunch wings, dinner wings, post dinner snack wings. You can't go wrong with wings. Get them in all kinds of different flavors. You want it spicy, you want it sweet, you want it salty. You get it. You want it cheesy.
Not Jackie Chan has a good question
Yeah.
about new attack animations. Will there be jumping attacks and attacks while swimming?
Currently not planned to have a jump attack, from what I've seen, but it doesn't mean it won't happen in the future. Each different kind of mechanic has different sort of values. Swimming at this time, I don't think there are other actions that'll happen with or for your character while swimming, such as attacking. But given that it's a movement ability, I believe you could probably pick up an item and have it like sort of in front of you, so you could use it as a proximity-based attacking. But again, all of these things change moment to moment, so you could see that adjust as it goes. Deliver those flowers. Here we go. Let's go deliver some flowers. We got the flowers. We're going to deliver them to the schoolgirl. Wait. Does the squirrel kid, was there a narrative beat that I missed? Does the squirrel kid like want to hang out?
I think there was, yeah.
Oh, Such a pretty flower. Thank you. Here's a potion we promised. Take it. Please deliver the potion to the pouring castle. Pouring in the castle. Delivering potion number 2. Do do do. This is a love potion. Do do do. Lemon pepper anything, says Maddox makes art. I will eat it. Tangy lemon pepper sauce for loving on our wings. Okay, there we go. Which experience is this? So this experience is designed inside the Sandbox Game Maker. If you want to play in this experience, you can click the Create tab. You can download the Sandbox Game Maker right now, and in the top right, there is there's a gallery, and in that gallery, you've got all sorts of, from the most complete experiences to the I just barely started and I put 4 wolves on a default template. You've got all sorts of different experiences that you can build. So these are community created experiences. This one in particular was created for the Ragnarok game jam. All right, angel pouring. Boop. Oh, awesome. I feel like I've gotten stronger. Could you find me a fantastic growth pot this time? Look at this. He's like, I went from wings to angry knight. Go to the commission board in the town square. Let's do it. Nazar, see how to deliver the potion and the anxiety disappears? That's right. That's right. Not Jackie Chan's thing, so there's going to be a lot of pickable harpoons when swimming comes out. 1 second. Oh, I had to sneeze. Mute button.
Let's see it, sir.
Oh, thanks. Move out of the castle. Leave the castle. I'm leaving the castle. Working in a rabbit farm. The rabbit farm outside the castle is understaffed. We need some help. Compensation of fantastic growth potion. All right, I like it. Let me hear the music on this real quick. What do we got going on? Any audio? No music. Interesting. Some kind of background music, some kind of background audio would be nice in this experience. Why are you so late? Hurry, feed the rabbits. Late? Bro, you posted it on just like an abject board, like anybody who wants to work sometime ever. like here we go. Not in love with that beat just because of that, but like, you know, hurry, the rabbits are super hungry would totally make sense. But why are you so late? Throwing the blame on the guy who's like fulfilling your contract? I don't know. One's wild. Wild to me. Get the food from the warehouse next to the farm and feed it to the rabbits. Got it. All right. Got some food. Wait, you got a person over here just chilling? And then yourself? And you're like, oh, wow. Joe's late. Joe didn't feed the rabbits. Joe's the guy right now.
You know, we're busy doing other things. It's a hard life running a rabbit farm.
True.
Skyhand 110 has a question. Are you able to wear attachments in multiplayer experiences?
Not yet. And by attachments, do you mean like inventory things? Like the... Let's see if I can I equip this? Oh, I can't equip it on the custom avatar. Interesting. Oh, that rabbit's still hungry. I can't believe. I'm sorry, little rabbit. I left you in the cold there.
You can in the Cooniverse.
Oh, that's interesting. That maybe because the Cooniverse was originally designed as a single player experience.
Well, I like the prospect.
Or it could be because some features are, you know, actively being built, you know. Boop. Look at the snacks. Look at the bunnies getting snacks. All right. Cyber Dragon, what's up? How you doing? Oh, now they get carrots? Man, you're feeding the heck out of these rabbits, dude. They're getting carrots and celery and water. They could... Wait, are you trying to make a rabbit stew? Because that's mean. Just kidding.
I think they're just giant rabbits.
Carrots and celery are like the base for every soup. You know, some kind of root, some kind of green. They're getting chunky, these rabbits. We're gonna fatten them rabbos for sure. Good soup cooking with Joseph. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you better add some salt, some pepper. Get it in there. You've worked hard. Now take this meat and go to the merchant in the castle square. Wait.
Oh,
Whoa.
uh,
Chat. There's still 6 bunnies, right? There's still 6 bunnies. Okay. There's still.
well, at least the ones you fed are fine.
For now. Where's the other bunny? Where were you hiding those other bunnies, bro? I just fed these ones. Crazy. Crazy, bro. Oh my gosh. It's like food, water. What's the output? Meat. Oh, whoa. Nice bunny meat. Thanks. He confirmed it. Bunnies are delicious, bro. Here's the potion we promised. Take it. Please deliver the potion to the pouring in the castle. All right. Potion number 3. The fat of bunnies. EXP up. Oh, I like that potion name. Sort of labeling it.
GMO Photo says, I want a purple hat on your stream on October 22nd.
Yep.
Seems to have never been sent. Do I need to claim this somewhere, or can I contact somebody about this?
You don't have to claim it. Okay, thanks so much. Looks refreshing. Next, I think that might still be pending. We were at the time super busy going into the end of season number 3, but let me see if I got it. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I've still got it here. It's still listed, so we'll get it out to you soon. I was actually just looking at all of the sort of backlog we had on that right before I got started with this stream. But it basically went from that to, end of season cleanup work, and then further there. Hodel Hell says, well, rabbits reproduce very quickly, so yeah, one shot victory. Thank you. I've fully evolved. I'm sincerely grateful. All right. So as a post-game screen, as I'm looking at this post-game screen, if you have the opportunity to do so, I would say in this experience, given that it's impossible to die, take the death counter off. Because it's only saying 6 deaths from the times when I use the teleport mechanic, which is where, if you didn't already know, you walk up to a space, there is a trigger for a thing that would kill you, and then also the thing that would kill you has your death animation is set to -2 seconds, so that you don't actually show the whole like bleh part, and you just respawn at the nearest available respawn point, where that respawn point is set for inside the space. But all right, finish. I hit finish. It did a little thing over there. Saw the calculator trigger on the screen. So make sure that if you're going to have this victory screen here and you have the finish option, just put that off the screen somewhere. Make sure, out of the camera. And check for that, like, that logic should basically just always be buried under the ground. If this is the absolute 0 point, then place it, inside the king right here, or whatever it's going to be, so that when it gets triggered, it doesn't do that little flash there. But really cool experience overall. I think I had a good time with it. The narrative was pretty good. It could be a little more fleshed out, but also it's just a fun little something inside the Ragnarok universe. The arts are fantastic, really top-notch stuff there. So I'd like to see more of, the design on the king, as I'm looking at him here, as it gets larger and larger, it sort of takes me out of it a little bit. And this particular, the last like victory screen, it's a bit hard to distinguish where the king is separated and the sort of, I assume, chair begins. Because there's a part of my brain that sees that king there as somebody who's like, yay, and like raising their hands, right? But it like just now occurred to me that those are like arms for the armchair when the character doesn't have any arms. So there's a little, that's pretty nitpicky, but that's what it's all about when you look at when you do these kinds of tests. Is you want to make sure that like things make sense in their universe, yes, but also make sense just from like logical standpoint, from an actual like in-game logic standpoint. I'm noticing that the potion is still here when I get to the end, and it still says pick up, despite the fact that the king would have had to have chugged the potion. So maybe making the victory trigger not when I deliver the potion, but rather like have it be 3 seconds later where he drinks the potion. You see the text and you click finish on that text, and then the victory trigger is there. Just a little order of operations. But once again, when you are creating in these game jam competitions, it's important to know that for somebody who's just watching this as a pure gameplay video, these are created with limited time available. So it could be possible that they were creating this experience and really coming down to the wire on their timer. And then they put it together and went like, oh, phew, publish. Oh, you got out of there, Yeah. All right, let me see. PRPS1 saying, sorry to disturb you guys, but it says land sale raffle starts in 2 hours, but I don't see any button to join, and I'm KYC'd. PRPS, this registration for that land sale was open for about the last 3 days or so. So if you're on the map and you click sale and you click join land sale here, the raffle start now is probably closed for new registration. So the raffle register until November 28th, 3 a.m. UTC. Raffle results set for November 28th, 8 p.m. UTC, and then the land sale itself, November 29th, 12 p.m. UTC. Okay?
Right. We just missed that window.
Yep.
Now, Roxy Miguel has a good question.
Yeah, okay.
What do you think about leaving in the victory or game over screen the quests you missed or quests you didn't start?
I think that's actually a good idea. If it's possible to have them pop up on the right. The thing is, quests you completed, that I believe that pops up with it. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen somebody sort of leave that in, I guess. But I like the idea of having something pop up on the right that says you didn't collect all of this thing. If it's like little Easter egg fun things that are in there, you might have had like coins laying around your map, or the Sandbox in-house early devs, they were leaving ducks all around the maps. So if you had it like find the ducks and you see it on the side and it only says 1 out of 12 or something, that gives somebody a reason possibly to come back into your experience. And when you're designing for the metaverse itself, you have to understand that you will have a lot of competition. So there's going to be a lot of reasons for you to want to build. Obviously you can build the killer app, you can build the perfect game that really is a draw in and of itself, right? But if somebody happens to stumble upon your game and they play through it and they like what they played, they're given a choice at the end. It is, do I play this game again? Or do I just simply like what I saw and go see what else I can see among these 166,464 lands, right? And I think that overall, you're not going to see people replay an experience unless there is some sort of incentive, and that gives that incentive. Leaving that quest up there on the side is like, if you get somebody who's playing this game like Alex Florez, who does the live streams here on a Wednesday and a Saturday, if Alex is playing that game and he sees that quest come up that says like you got 10 out of 12, Alex will go back and play that game because he must get 12, and so you want to appeal to those people. I'm not so much that kind of person. I'll go like, oh well, for what it was a good experience. The thing that makes me want to redo it over and over is, can I compete with myself? Can I compete with the other people to do it better? So I'm not so much driven on like I must be a completionist as much as I am just on like entertaining and engaging and competitive.
All right. Here wants to know, what are the limitations for somebody not copying an experience?
Sure. Well, each creation content, they are individually owned. right? So if somebody was creating this one, Ragnarok Game Jam Growing Pouring, um, and they just did do that, they copied it through, or they made it almost exactly the same. It's possible for you to submit a ticket to staff where those staff persons could unpublish an experience from the metaverse because that was originally owned by you or whatnot. So if now, how does that change? Like NFTs themselves, if an asset was to be minted, that asset would still be minted because it exists as an NFT, but it can still be unpublished from Sandbox.game if, let's say, you just like recreated Sonic the Hedgehog. You just straight up made Sonic the Hedgehog. You don't have a license with Sega, to have done that. That asset could be unpublished, meaning that it's not visible on the Sandbox Game Marketplace, despite the fact that it would be an NFT still. So, because there's a difference between what an NFT is and what is published here, sort of, not really. We have the ability to say, yes, that NFT exists, of course, on the blockchain, but we are not going to recognize it as a usable asset inside the Sandbox game if it's something that would cause the entire metaverse to sort of fall apart, right? And by that I mean, if Sega is going to sue the Sandbox game because of something that was created, then that thing could be unpublished, or you would have to get a licensing agreement with Sega so that it could then be republished on the platform. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, copying, you can't go copy somebody's experience. You can't go copy their arts. And there will be moderation tools in place to be sure that that is the case.
Right? How's it going, Metasander? Had a great Thanksgiving, a good weekend. I know Joseph did as well.
Yeah, yeah. We played like a heck of a lot of Call of Duty recently, also.
I
All
feel
right.
that.
I'm going to exit this game here. We're going to go find another one of these experiences. We're going to run this show for a little bit longer than usual just to get real close up to when PandaPops 90 is going live on this channel in about an hour with some VoxEdit asset creation. So if you haven't seen what VoxEdit is, the tool that's used to design all of the arts that you just saw in the experience there, or any one of these experiences that we'll be playing here, then stick around right after this show. There will be more for that. Paul over on Twitch saying some premium lands on OpenSea are not in the yellow area. Are those premium lands too, or is it just a glitch? Well, that depends on where they originated from. Kind of confused because I've never seen that. Can you give me an example of that? All right. Oh, that's true. I forgot. Thank you, V. Saying she's in New York. I don't think she'll be alive. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
right.
here we go. Okay. Yes. My bad. My bad. I'm seeing it in a local chat. We had a closed chat for a Panda stream, so that is confirmed. Definitely will not be the Panda show on Monday. Forgive me about that. Join us next Monday, Come hang out with PandaPops on the VoxEdit stream on next Monday. It's a good show. She always makes cool stuff. Always engaged with the community. A lot of fun. Meta Sanders says, VoxEdit is either complicated as heck or I just suck at it. I think it just takes practice. Probably the most complicated thing for me about VoxEdit is the camera management, probably. Let me see. Game Jam, Star Atlas, Mission to Iris. Let's go check this out. This is created by DDD3. Oh, wait. Somebody asked about another game just a minute ago. I'm going to go back to that. Forgive me. This was right as we got into the last experience. So, okay. Let me exit this experience. I'm going to go back to the main menu. I'm going to go check out that game because somebody asked me for Wizzy's chess-like game on page 891. So we'll get there eventually, chat. We'll get there eventually. One eternity later. Chat, if you didn't know, search functions are coming to the game client, game maker, rather.
Can't wait for it.
Super excited for it.
Well,
Mentioned your Care Bear avatar earlier too. Proto Kyle, thank you. Yes.
Oh yeah. Skyhand 110 has a good question. How is Shelby able to mint the same asset multiple times as a legendary? Each asset says 1 of 1, even though there are 6. And I can confirm that each one of those Shelby cars, at least I believe that's what you're talking about, are different cars. Each have a different number on the front end of it. But if you have the gems and catalyst, could technically do the same similar asset over and over again, even though it's under your name.
Yeah, so what I would do is, so I've thought about this similarly, currently building something that I'd like to see in the space. I think it's missing. And oh, there's Wizzy's chess like game. There we go. We'll get there in just a second. But yeah, all the Shelbys are individually numbered, serialized as 1 of 1 intentionally, but because they look different, they must be different. But the like anytime you make a little tweak, it has to be different. But they can be put into a same series or the same bundle, right? You can kind of group them in the marketplace as a category in order to do that. So that kind of keeps them kind of in the same I don't know. I just want to say group again. My brain is not coming up with another one, but so yeah, you get all the Shelbys together. Now, if you were building something and you just didn't like the minting, you could also choose to burn it and remint it, which may be something that I'd be doing. Cluster, Lucas is like, it's a cluster. Get it together, Joe. I come up with, he's a walking thesaurus right now. All right, yeah, I wanted to show you guys the Care Bears asset as well. So I'm going to go into, let me see. Get in the K-verse. Let's get in the, oh, wait. No, play map. Show me what you got. I want to play what you got. Let's go Anacubant. All right. I'm loading into the Metaverse chat because I thought this was hilarious the first time I saw it. I bought a Care Bears avatar. I equipped a Care Bears avatar. But I am a community manager inside the Sandbox game space. When I jump into the Metaverse, my character looks different as a result of that. And this was hilarious. Nothing short of hilarious. You're gonna love this.
Oh, collection and bundle, says Lucas.
Wow. Lucas, literally.
Thank you.
Actually,
thank you, Lucas.
Walking thesaurus right now. Early, he pulled up Google. He was like, "All right, I'm gonna I need synonyms for this." Chat. Look at it, chat. It's beautiful. Look at it. I'm gonna stand next to this person. Look at this. Look at what happened. Bitty bot bear. Sis Lucas is right. Yep, I'm tiny. But what made me laugh about this very much, because why, how could somebody check? It's literally impossible for somebody who's not listed as a community manager to have checked this while using the avatars. But you'll notice that the small human rigging is a term for like where you put different components of a 3D model together. The small human rigging points are set at different locations, but the skin for a community manager still has 3D effects. It's not painted on, it's not texturized on top of the assets that you have. It is replacement assets for the assets that are in place. So upper arm, lower arm are still like the same thing for my character as the sort of moderator thing. So you can see how my elbow kind of like is almost like a wing, like it's just way out and through the rest of the forearm, and the forearm doing the same thing in the opposite direction. The knees my knees are just like way out there in the camera. Man, it's really hard to do that with this camera. But let me get to a place where it's more obvious. Look at the way the arms kind of like swing way out there.
How about equipment? Asked Metasander.
Oh, let's see. I don't think I can equip it in this. Can I? Oh, I can. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Sort of floats off of you.
It does. Yeah, the anchor points for this equipment are designed for the human or humanoid avatar, right? But look at those wings. They're massive compared to this character. This is great. This is great. Okay. I'll put on the alpha chest plate. It's pretty okay. I mean, I look like a child in like dad's jacket or whatever. Put on the hat. Hat mounts well. Sword. Well, sword, sword's doing all right. It's still going off the end of the hand. The hand is mounted a little high, so it's not terribly in the ground for this massive sword. Shield. We're having a good time. All right. Put back on those wings. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this little guy. The wings now are just like clipping hard through the hat, but the hat's pretty big. Doop, 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 doop. Not bad, though. Not bad. Anyway, I just thought it was funny, right? Because this is kind of the process that you go by when you're in active development, when you're in, that like alpha stage of development, or when you are quality assurance testing your product. You're always going to want to look for the little things like this. Now, in terms of like the small human character working with your assets or design, if you're creating equipment, it may be important for you to put like a little tag in the name that represents what you are going to be wearing it with this type of character, because you've got the cyber kongs out there, they're huge. You've got the Care Bears assets, they're tiny. You've got the regular humanoid size assets. So if you make something that's compatible specifically only with Bored Apes avatars, then that's something that you probably want to signify, tag, put in the description as you're designing these assets. That way, first of all, you sort of have a guaranteed market, because people who are cyberkongs who want to put on equipment, maybe they want it to look like it fits really, really well. And you say, I've made all this for your cyberkongs assets. You're more guaranteed to get the sale, I think, in that case, because they know it's going to work. They know it's been tested to work. And so, yeah, like the wings on here, I actually don't really have an issue with the fact that they kind of hang off of the back of this small human character, just because they are already kind of ethereal, magical looking wings. So I'm totally cool with that. It feels more like anime in that way. But yeah, like it's just funny to me when I looked at this and I saw that these characters, or the Care Bears specifically, the arms were kind of offset. The only way to fix this would be to say, is player using small humanoid avatar? If then, and you've got a different custom built one just for that. But to do that for community managers, I don't know if that's like a super high priority. Obviously, I'd put it pretty low on my pool of things to do compared to, making concerts work tomorrow or something like that,
Right, but Elijah does have a good question.
Sure.
Do you plan to make two different sections, something like equipment for 2M characters and equipment for 1.5M characters? Or is it possible to make an NFT have different versions depending on the character that occupies it?
Okay, so currently the way that the VoxEdit software works, when you are designing, you'll be able to see that it's not possible to make it have different versions depending on who wears it, which is why I said it would be good to sort of tag what it's designed for in the description of that creation. So if I was to be making these wings and I made tinier versions to go for small humanoid types, somebody who loves these wings might buy both versions. So you sort of have that advantage too, right? Like if you make something and you have it, then they come in and they open it up and they see like the wings and then wings small. So instead of it saying Aura Shield Typhoon and or a Weapon Bolt, it could say Aura Shield Typhoon 2M or something, or human, whatever. And then you could have another one that says Aura Shield Typhoon 1.5M or small or something like medium, large, small. So you have the large one for the VX and things like that. So if you do that, again, you have an opportunity to expand your market, because somebody who just really loves that asset might buy it 1, 2, 3 times, or you'll have somebody who only has that asset, that one giant cyberkongs that wants stuff that fits and looks good, feels good, works well. They're going to be excited for that. So as artists, it's important for us to understand like what niche we are going to fill. What is our value as an artist? What are we going to do in these experiences or in the metaverse at large? That somebody actually wants it. Most people want utility out of your assets. Some of them see the utility as it's pretty, right? They like the way that it looks. They need it in their game. Some people see utility as, what does it offer me long term to continue to have and hold this? Other people, see utility as, what's my gear rating? I need more power, or I need more defense, or whatnot. So there's going to be different components to every piece. But yeah, let's get back into a little bit of gameplay here inside the maker. We were going to play Wizzy's Chess on request. If you have a game that you would like to see played here on the live show, please feel free to submit it in the chat at any time. We'll take a note of that. GMAE show is happening 5 days a week, so we're going to be back here tomorrow with more gameplay for you. Having fun, making your experiences better inside the metaverse. Thank you, Pickaxe Master. I'll get you a follow-up on that right after the show.
Oh, fantastic. And welcome to the show.
Wizzy's Chess like game and or a fun adventure. Functional work in progress. Try talking to everyone. Find the theme and collect 100 cherry bears along the way. Thank you for playing. It's a lot. It's a lot of cherry bears. Okay. Jumping right in. It is a little bit of everything. Very metaverse. All right. A legit Smurf. You know what I love about this place? The cherry gummy bears. Think you can find all 100? I don't want to tell you this, but it could save the world. I don't know. I'll half-ass it. Yeah. That's a spirit. Talk to my fish. Fish friend here after you find them all. Wait. Okay. So all answers say that's a spirit. And all options allow you to continue to talk to him again. You never satisfy the quest by talking to him. So I would say that's something to work on right away. When you're building this out, you don't want to have it so that you can continue to do the thing over and over, only for this reason. Let's say, and this is funny as somebody who likes to kind of mess with people, to be honest with you, in my designs. If I'm making an experience, I want to make sure that for me, the first text option doesn't always like conclude the quest, because I want people to actually read. I want people to be engaged with the experience, not just like, I'm here to make a quick couple sand, you know what I mean? So I see this. I like the different options. I do. But like acronyms, TBH, I'm going to take that, probably capitalize that. Not a big deal. Yeah. Again, the U, just capitalize it for, because reasons. But yeah, make sure that this quest like triggers something, turns or stops having the exclamation mark, just for the sake of that like little thing in my brain. I don't know if you guys are like this, but I'm like this. If I see that red bubble, or that like little notification icon, I kind of have to click it to make it go away forever. Oh yeah, Hodel Hill mentioning that the word could. Where is that? Oh, and yeah, in the middle, it could. Both it and could are randomly capitalized here, right? It could save the world. I mean, if you're doing that so that you could get me to be louder, then that makes sense to possibly capitalize it, but all caps in there. If you're doing that to like accentuate, you can use italics or italics, italices. How do you say that? How do you say that? But you know that like bracket I command inside Unity. If you don't know, all the text code can be managed with Unicode, Unity, whatever they call the putting it in the brackets. For whatever reason, the like PHPBB is still stuck in my head. If you know what that is, you probably moderated a forum at some point. Okay, so now we have this sort of open-ended giant experience with a little bit of everything to do and no direction.
Well, we gotta go pick up Care Bears.
Creator, I had a cool well, yeah, right, but there's no open quest, right? So I started it up. I'm gonna go collect, what was it, gummy bears? Pick up a gummy bear and it will go away. Okay. Creator, I had a cool thing. I is not capitalized here, but it should be where you can carry the spawn point around wherever you want, but it's too easy to get stuck. Maybe later. Poor dead creator. Mm-hmm. Cherry bear hunt. Okay. Now I've got one. Da 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 da. Oh, wait. The cave door was already open. Get the heck out of here.
This land sure is intriguing already.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot in a lot of different directions. I'd say that's probably my first little feedback is that, oh, I'm not like my brothers. I'm a healer. That's interesting. Wait, hold up.
Or are you trapped in here?
Was that the way in? Yeah, I am trapped in. For no reason at all.
I'll find the exit.
Is there an exit? I have no idea. Do I have to do a murder in order to exit? No clear indicators. I'm gonna just beat him up. I'm gonna try. Okay. Blocked? Oh, okay. All right. Bop. Nope.
Gotta find a switch.
It didn't disappear. The forest elemental, easier to kill, but none of them despawn when they die. I have to find a switch? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so if that is the case, put a little text bubble, right? As I come back to the door, you can set a little text bubble, a little trigger that says, "Oh, I'm locked in. Let me find a switch."
There must be a way out.
Yeah, like whatever it is, because I got locked in and went like, "Oh, I must have to type /respawn. Like I am dead now." All right, there's a switch. Can I get hurt by the lava? I can. Okay. And just get healed. Just wanted to check that. Ah, I got hurt anyway. Oh, this guy doesn't care. He's not really dead. Is that the switch?
Oh, it looks like we found it.
Get the heck out of here. We opened the cave door. Okay. So we've got people who are climbing. They're climbing something. I'm gonna just climb your body. Boop. going on over here? What are you playing? What are you guys doing? A lot of little tiny little creatures there. That's nice. I like that. I appear to be stuck. Well, I would help you, but I don't want to hurt you. Beat him up. Nope. All right. Interesting. So I don't know if you guys agree with this, but you know, okay, all right. Now there's a discrepancy. Now I'm not in love. This plant right here, no collision. No collision on this plant. The pot has collision. So that does make sense. But I think this plant is probably big enough where if I was to guess, I could probably stand on it. I know you would sort of hover over it. Oh, well, now this pot has no collision, but that pot does have collision. What's going on? Small thing, but this is the stuff that you check for. These pots don't have collision. So, you know, where are we at? Which side do we want to play this? Are the pots no collision? Because these little cactuses are. These pots are. These pots are. Little something, not much, not a big deal, pretty insignificant, but to just have them like sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Why did I get a potato plant there? What happened? Am I supposed to put it somewhere? Oh, hey, flying fish. All right. Can I talk to these guys? If you find 20 cherry gummy bears, I'll tell you how to glitch the imp. Whoa! Whoa! Fish! All right. What happened there? What happened there? Can I make it happen again? Wait. What? Wow. I could just walk up that fish. Ooh. Ooh, look, wow. That seems like a sword I would want. This dragon has no collision. I'm pretty sure that if I walked up to this dragon in real life, I would not be able to walk through it. Maybe it's mystical, maybe it's magical. I guard the flower shop and this sword. But
You would be blocking a lot of space, though, if you did have collision.
I agree with that. But also, you know, just thinking about like, I mean, is he blocking anything really? Like when you think about like what's here, he's got a nice text chat. That's nice. Or he or she. But you know, yeah. These hot dogs and fresh French fries are so good. I could fight somebody. You want to fight? Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, heck. Oh, whoa. They just fought me with the power of vibes right there. They didn't even, there was one punch.
Power of French fries.
Yeah, I guess. He wanted to fight about it, bro. Ah! What? They punched. Oh, they're not even punching me. That's why. That alien's not actually doing the punching. It's just like a world element that must be hitting me, right? Is that what's happening there? Where was I just before? How did I get lost here? There we go. Yeah, unblockable. So it's got to be a world element that's making that happen, and not. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna beat that guy up. What? Where am I going? What did I do there? Got excited. I saw a little gummy bear, and then I'm like, nope. Boop, 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 boop. Wow. I can only give him a couple of whacks, and then I'm dead. Let's go. Hello, have we met? I only have a 5-second memory. Hi, have we met? Not bad, not bad. That's pretty funny. Still want to make sure that we capitalize the starts of the sentences, but that's I like that. It's good stuff. Do 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 do. Beat them up. Boo, 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 boo. We're trying, and we're dying. But I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him just for the sake of. Can I break it? Where is that? If I'm up here, oh yeah. Bah, 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 bah. Well, heck. Did you see that? Did you see that? He doesn't even actually get beat up. He just respawns. He's fine.
The question from Ray over on YouTube.
All
Hey
right.
Joe, I got a question for the K Mini event. The verify step didn't get a green check bar, even though I am verified since 25th of August 2022. Any ideas?
Sure. Well, if you are verified on this, and I'm assuming you're looking at this and you got your quest position here. The verify your identity to claim your potential rewards. The claim periods on this aren't done now. So if you are verified and you have the other pieces done, then it should be fine. It just may be an issue where, clicking this is going to take you to this page. Might be a templating sort of issue, but you can see mine says verified on that. If it doesn't say verified on this page, it could also possibly be, Ray, that you have logged in with a different wallet or you've logged in a different way. I've seen people in the past where they accidentally sign in with like the Venly wallet, which is the one that happens when you have logged in with social. And maybe the one that you actually KYC'd with was your MetaMask wallet, or if you have more than one MetaMask wallet, you could be logged into the same one. Metasander saying it's just a visual bug for some, but nonetheless, these are stuffs that pop up all the time. So sign in with my own wallet. Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right. Go West says it's doing that to me too. I only have one wallet. Notice it's doing it for most event verifications now, and that could be just because of the way that like the original design was made and it hasn't been modified. But that's a good thing to know. So let me put this as a note here, and make sure that this didn't already get addressed / is already in the works. I'm going to take that note down for myself. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's not a bother. They're good questions. It's a great question, really. Never a bother. All right. Oh, I went back into the metaverse. Let me close that. Let's get back into this. Okay, so let's see. We've got missions here. 20 gummies. I'm going to try to find the gummies. I think for me personally, when I see a quest that is a required quest, what's this? Explosive dragon egg would do a trick. This is very open-ended, and very like you must be self-motivated in order for this to play out. This is not, just for full disclosure, not my kind of game. Okay, so when I come into an experience like this, and it's just like the world is open, do whatever you want. Like I don't like Grand Theft Auto, right? I don't like that sort of experience personally. Not to say that somebody doesn't or couldn't, but I want to talk to Bonnie. This is funny. How are you today? I feel good. I feel good. Feel better than you, Bonnie. Bonnie's, what? Wait, hold up. How did that happen? That's crazy. I'm going to do it. I shouldn't have done it. Can you get out of here? That's the way you get out of here. All right, let's go. I guess I'll die. Haven't even started the quest yet. See, that's the thing. I thought I did because I said find 100 cherry gummy bears. I went and got 100. And if that's the case, when you are designing that, if you are seeing that I am having trouble getting the quest started, then for me personally, I'd say that that's something to work on. Because I come into this world, I see there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's lots of stuff I can do. And I get a little bit overwhelmed by that. I want to see some sense of direction. I want to see a strong narrative if I am playing a single player experience. If I am playing something that is meant to be, competitive, if it's speedrunning, if it's, battling, if it's whatever it is, if it's surviving in a certain time period or what have you, those things are pretty easily motivating on their own. Whereas so far, what I'm seeing is, grab gummy candies around this world, which would be great as like a showcase of, and again, it may not be the way that you intended it for it to be designed, but this is just the perception that I'm having live, right? So, it's fun to have them as Easter eggs, but this seems like something that you would design for showing off NFTs, right? Not as a gameplay experience. Okay, we're back in here. That guy's the one who would tell me.
Metasander wants to know if the assets and NPCs from the Kverse experiences are available in the market.
I don't think so, not right now, but you can always go to the shop section right here, and you can see collections where it may be in those collections. K-League right here has 12 assets that you can check out. You can grab those, and then let me see, some alpha ducks. I don't know if any of these are still on sale. There's still some alpha ducks available. But you've got all the different assets will always be there in the Explore Collections section. The Ragnarok assets that you saw, really well designed assets from that experience we were playing before. All right. And that's the thing too, right? This is a good thing for those of you who are watching that are not Jackie Chan, right? Not Jackie Chan is the developer of this particular experience. They're saying not really going for a typical style game, and there's huge value to that, right? Like doing your own thing, doing it the way that you want to do it is always important. Whew, excuse me. Bring food, feed me, Seymour. Hey, what kind of person do you think I could? Okay, I'll be right back. Moral dilemma. Uh-oh. Find a suitable meal for the wolf. Forgive me. My camera is literally right in front of where the quest was. So I'm like, I gotta look around that. I gotta read it. Not Jackie Chan says, I understand it's not your style. Can you critique it as someone who enjoys exploration games? No, absolutely. And it's not to say, like I said, it's not to say that that it is or isn't bad. But when I look at an exploration game, you always want to have some, like, you think about games that are wide open and you can do whatever you want. Like the best games in the world, the Skyrims out there, have a main thread that it will handhold you on. It'll say, go here. And then it has all these other options that are around it. And those, and GTA is the same thing, right? When you look at the storyline of the GTA experience, you can go do anything you want, right? You can jump in the car, you could park at the lights, and you can do whatever you want. You can take that guy, you can go, or you can go do the mainline quest. So all of those sorts of adventure experiences that are based on these sort of narrative beats have that one defining central thread, and then they have a bunch of side piece missions. And so when I'm looking at this experience at its base, I'm seeing the first thing that I'm noticing is that it's very metaversey, right? It's very diverse in the art styles. It's diverse in the assets that are there. This is a good thing in one hand and it's a bad thing in the other for me, because when I look at the uh, I think that an experience that is going to be that killer app, the best in the world, is going to be designed with intent for the art. It's designed with intent for the narrative. It's designed with intent for the experiences. And that doesn't mean that it can't have a bunch of side quests. It should absolutely have a ton of side quests. There should be exploration things like these cherry gummy bears that should be found. I think that's core. That's essential. It's great that you have it in there. But that's not object number one to do, right? That's like the fifth thing. So that, like you said, it comes back in and you see it at the end of the game and you go, oh, I only collected 30 out of 100. And what happens if I go collect number 40, and then collecting number 40 gummy bear pops up this exclamation mark on the map, like rather than getting the quest from the Care Bear, it says 20 gummies, return to the Smurf at the bar after collecting 20 bears, maybe make the cherry bear hunt. When I get cherry bear number 5, all of a sudden I see an exclamation mark on the map. And I'm like, oh, I got 5 gummy bears. I can now do this quest. So, and that would lead you to wanting to go collect more gummy bears, but maybe the last one of those quests is on 75 gummy bears. And then you've still got the quest up there that says collect 100. You're at 75. You've had this like feeding yourself to incentivize you to keep going from 75 to 100. And then when you get 100, you have a congratulations, not a victory screen per se, but just like a congratulations, you found it all. Like, a character pops up on the map that's like, wow, you're great, you collected all these, thank you for doing this, I'm gonna go feed the dog or whatever. So there is, for me, a way to do this. And it's all of it is good and all of it makes sense. But I want to see it kind of fleshed in a little bit more.
Yeah. You could also make it like a currency, or give them collectibles for hitting those milestones as well as extra quests. Not Jackie Chan does want us to go behind the monolith.
Sure. Which oh, is this? Wait. Okay, it's a giant black monolith. What? Walk behind the giant black monolith. Is that?
I think so.
Okay. Let's see if I can climb this. I can. But I'm on the wrong side of it. Can I climb the backside? I can.
I like the angle, not gonna lie.
It's pretty funny. Whoop. Getting stuck. Not supposed to climb this high, I think. Whoa, bro. Why are you trying to beat me up?
I think it's cool though.
It is. Okay. We up. Oh, hey, how's it going? Agent X. You used to have to do a quest before this elevator would start. Now it just works from the get-go. Isn't that nice? Also, I'm looking for... you have 4 written twice. I'm looking for one of those ballers who owes me a lot of gummy bears. Have you seen one who looks suspicious? Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Yeah. Wait. Was it just always open at the bottom? Find all 5 keys to receive a package. All right, I'm gonna ride this. Let's go. Don't squish me into the roof, okay? Wait, there were gummy bears. What?
Oh,
Well,
rip.
let's try it again. All right. Oh, I can just take this bird. Oh, hey, was he the golden? If you want to skip this section, I added the yellow carpet in front of Charlie. Well, you'll need to skip a couple gummy bears. Okay. Creator instructions. Hang on to Charlie and jump from the plank. Path will be revealed to you. I assume Charlie is this. Excuse me. Oh, hey, check it out. What? Oh dear. Let's take a detour. Don't let go. Oh, okay. All right. This is kind of happening similar to the experience inside of the alpha, which is really cool. I liked this design overall. I think I'm supposed to jump on the tree. I was. Oh. We made it. You can let go now. Oh, okay.
Oh, goodbye, Charlie.
Give me that. I feel like I could have fell through the floor. I guess I can't. We get a little sword. Must be some combat coming up. I like that. One of those keys that was mentioned earlier. Wait, there is there another one right there? All right. Let me in. Let me in. Gotta go around. Okay. Oh. What's up, cat? Block, block, block. You know what? Can I beat him up? Oh, yeah, you can still hit him. Oh, but he heals. Okay. All right. Smart. All right. He doesn't have to have a health component, but he does and heals through. So you can't just beat him up and walk through anyway. Uh-huh. Let's see. I want to drive my own truck thing. This is a really cool asset. Whoever designed this is just killing it. Nope. Fell on the chessboard. 19 out of 20. Oh, please face the camera towards the chessboard before interacting with me. Thanks. Attack complete. Wait, what? Oh, follow this order. Destroy the chess spawn points. Activate start positions. Destroy all pieces. Destroy all chess spawn points. Yes, twice. Activate the graveyard. Get ready to play. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 4.
Oh.
Says I'm ready to play. Uh-oh. Let's try the spawn points again. I hope it didn't ruin anything. Let me do it again. Restart. Destroy. Activate the graveyard. Okay, how does this work? Can I move them? Oh, I can. Oh. Well, does it work like regular chess? I don't think it does. Gold coin marker. Got moves to make. Wait, I'm very confused. Tell me how this works. Not Jackie Chan. I've executed some functions. I've moved pieces.
I think you may have broke it by activating those respawners again, but I do like this concept. I really like the giant assets there forming into the chessboard.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like that for sure. I also like the fact that when I pick up a chess piece, like it picks it up sort of sideways, but then I put it back down and it places it nicely. Okay. So when I place them on top of each other, okay, there's times with instructions. It's a game. You can play against yourself for now. Signs with instructions. Is it here? Oh, whoa. Stand in front of the gold coin marker, or one of the banner markers. Press the use key. You'll hear a sound when you're using the invisible marker. Once you're holding the invisible marker, hold it over a piece you want to move, then press the use key again to let it go. Then go back and grab the second gold coin marker, plus the second one where you want it to move. After you've placed both markers, do the same with your silver coin marker for your second piece as move. Once both players have secretly placed their invisible markers, press the reveal markers button. Use the damager pieces and skull altars to deal the correct amount of damage. Okay, so I've got gold coin, silver coin, invisible marker, invisible marker. So it's visible marker where I want it to go. Wait. Okay. Yep. If you press the use key, you're when you're holding the invisible marker. Stand in front of the gold coin or one of the banner markers. Place you want to move. The piece that I want to move. Then get the gold coin marker where I want it to move. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Let's see if I can figure this out. So I've got invisible marker. Grab. I want to move this piece. And then the one that's in front of it, grab. I want it to go here. And then what do I do? Did it do nothing? Oh, both players have to set both pieces. I need to do the same process for this. Pick up the invisible marker. Wait, no, that was. Oh no. There. Okay. I want this one to go here, and then this one to go there. Attack complete. I think. Nope. I have no idea. No idea how to do this. No idea how to do this one. Trying to follow the instructions. Maybe I'm just doing with the right, like the wrong side of the wrong thing. Because this piece can't move more than one. Something like that. It's crazy.
It's a neat concept, though.
yeah, I definitely want to see that like flesh out a little bit. I'm seeing all of like the code executions here to make it possible, but the resolve button, I don't know if it's okay. Attack complete. Like I'm hurting the damager. Well, this is interesting. Oh, I can just hit it. Okay, so this is where like if these are the components, we saw this a lot actually in the alpha a couple of different times, where people who were trying to like speed run things or do things differently were just damaging the assets that would be like the end product. So if this skeleton coffin, excuse me, reflects what's happening in the chess game, then you want to check for that. Make sure that it is not damageable by a player or is otherwise in a place where you can't possibly damage it as the actual trigger. So events that happen here could trigger things that are happening inside the middle of this mountain, you know, just to be safe. VVox is asking for a friend. Is there a giveaway? Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Give me just 2 seconds here. I had the form up already. I want to make sure that I got my responses turned on. And I'm going to send it out here in the chat. And then this is for a Wizzy themed NFT hat. Distribution on this should be within the next like couple of days because I'm going to actually send this over to Alex right away. We got 92 people in the chat right now. We'll send it over here. And we only have about, well, actually, we're over by about 25 minutes here, but VVox, this chat is too nice to ask. You're a member of that chat. All right, here we go. Forums.gle/KF4X, and so on that URL. That was sent out by me just now. Fill out this form for your chance to win Wizzy themed NFTs. It's given away on these shows. I actually forgot to do it last Monday on that show. Felt kind of bad, but then I was like, these people are here because we're having a good time building the metaverse, making it a little bit better day to day. So yeah, chat. I'm gonna leave that open for just a minute, like really like 1 or 2 minutes. I'm gonna close it down. We'll finish that form and then we'll wrap it up here for today's show. Typically on Monday we run it until about this time so that PandaPops can come in with their Monday show. But PandaPops is live in New York right now, in real life, live, I should say. They are in the real lives, New York City. So very short time frame. They were like, "Hey, can you go to New York?" She's like, "All right, sure." You know, got it. All right, let's see here. How many people we got submitted to that form already? Chatters, only 15, 16. Wow. Going off season is weird, right? So it's a little chill, a little calm time on the live stream. Not as many people hanging out, you know.
It's always a good time, regardless.
Yeah, I mean, we got cool people in here. You know what I mean? All the people who are making the future of the Sandbox game what it's gonna be are here in the chat right now. You know, pure quality people. Says Totoro 1829. Agreed. Still tons underground. Says not Jackie Chan. Good point. Absolutely. Skyhand 110. That's right, baby. Pickaxe Master. Hey, Pickaxe. Let me see here. I'm gonna check that email while we're at it, right? Okay, here we go. All right, 30th, Wednesday. Yes, same day as your NFT drop. We'll talk more about that then. Absolutely. All right, and you want to check out the game. You want to go in. You want to go into the game. Ooh, chat, you want some insider stuff? Pickaxe Master, make sure that your NDA allows me to do that, okay? Before we confirm that. I know I'm saying it live here, but like because there's a part of me that wants to get real hype about how they're going to be able to see your game, but not totally. If we can do it, I'll do it. Totoro 1829 says, Joe, what is your favorite sport? I happen to like American football as my favorite sport, but more recently I've been watching the World Cup, and heck, there may be a match wrapping up right now. The last match of the World Cup for today's What are they in? The 16s now? Are there 16 teams or 32 teams? I don't know. There's a lot going on. Last nicely to the sandbox. Let this happen. All right. Okay. Yeah. If you're AM, uh, you know, is good with that, then I'm good with that. Totally up to you. I mean, obviously, it's up to the, you know, it's up to the NDAs mostly. But if everybody's cool with it, then I'm cool with it, and we can go check it out for sure. I think I have access to that information that I need to be able to do it live here on the show. But I want to make sure that I am logged in before I log in, or before I'm live. So just some little things, but we'll get you in the chat and we'll have some fun. It's really, really easy to get you in the voice call as well. So we'll get that set up. Do you want to have your face live on the stream? I guess that's what I'll ask. If you want to have your face, then we can do that too. Totally up to you. Not Jackie Chan says, for a spoiler, there's a quest that lets you see the location of all the gummy bears after you find 50. So that's interesting because like that seems like the opposite of what direction you would want this to go in. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if it's a necessary quest to win, then it's nice because you kind of do the good hand-holding thing that people need. If it's not a necessary quest to win, but it is a thing where you go, hey, do you want to be a completionist? Then of course we could do that too. So it's an interesting direction to go. Neither good nor bad, I guess. It's just a total, like, it's like when I see Cherry Bear Hunt, for me personally, this is the, like, I want to go be the very best. I want to get the trophies. I want to do the achievements, whatever. That's what that reaches out to me as. But if it's a necessary quest, then if you feel like you should give somebody that to make the process faster at that point, then that says to me that you already know that the process is taking too long, and then how can we shorten it or break it up or, flesh it out in a different way? Because I consistently say this, some of the most successful games that exist out there in the world have, usually an equal split between their narrative beats and their action beats. And you'll be in there for 5 minutes, let's say 5 minutes of chatting, and then you've got 5 minutes, 10 minutes of combat, and then you got 5 minutes of chatting and 5-10 minutes of combat. Especially these open world action RPG sort of style games, they all sort of do that. You reach back to the best of all time, the Skyrims, the Fables, the Old Republic, Star Wars games, not the MMORPG, but that one also did that really well. Those kinds of games do that pretty consistently. But let's see what we got here. Who you cheering for? Con and Joe Metasander says, who am I cheering for? Well, I mean, Team USA, first of all, personally. Conrad?
I mean, I'm not really cheering for anybody. I'm going to cheer for the people who are winning. So,
Nice.
whoever that may be at the time.
I'm kind of the opposite, a little bit of that. Like when I'm not thinking about Team USA, I'm sort of cheering for the underdog. So like almost blindly, because I didn't almost watch no football the whole time. I want to cheer for the team that it looks like they're probably going to lose. And Totoro voting for the headliner here. They want Argentina to win, although they're not from there. And yeah, absolutely, they're a good team.
You know what? I'm going to say I'm voting against Argentina exclusively.
It's funny because like you can tell the difference between like really good teams without having any knowledge, like just blindly looking at it. And as I'm saying this, I'm just closing down that form here, chat. But it's like when they're always on the offensive side of the ball, I'm like, oh yeah, they're getting smoked, right? But then you have like that random game where like somebody's always on the offensive side and they one breakaway from the other team because it's a 0-0 game or whatever. Like it makes all the difference, and you're like, oh, that's that underdog moment that I love to see. And I think that's pretty universal in any sport. I rolled between a number 1 and 57, as 57 people had replied here, and I rolled a number 18. So who was number 18 to respond to the form? This will get you a Wizzy themed NFT. This user over on YouTube.com. I didn't update my little like security question at the bottom there, but you said all of the experiences in Alpha Season 3 were fun. Which platform did you watch from today? YouTube.com. Username J_Kang. JKing is the winner of today's Wizzy themed NFT giveaway. In chat,
Let's go for it. Woo.
We had a good time. Not Jackie Chan. Thank you for giving me a chance to play through your experience here today. Playing through some of those Ragnarok Game Jam experiences, sort of as the top of my list right now. But I love to see new experiences coming in from each and every person. And I'm going to give my feedback. But just always remember that as we go through these experiences, that I'm just a guy. You know, I have some experience with quality assurance. I do it regularly for the Sandbox game. Of course, I do it. I've done it for other companies, other groups, and for a long time been playing games. But my opinion is just one person's opinion. So if you are a developer and you'd like to have me play through your experience, maybe to help increase its chances of winning in a game jam event in the future, feel free to submit those to me anytime. You could tag us at TheVisionEX, at RadCondat. We'll put it on our list. If you want to share something out on Twitter, or if you want to send us a message here on the live show, we can, of course, add it into the queue to play your experience as soon as possible. But yeah, I think you've got a good core experience. But to wrap this up, the first thing for me is that I think that the world design is a little too diverse. I like to see a clear sort of pathing for the way that you go. Now, you can have all these different branches, right? All these different options to go, like left and right and up and down and what have you. But aesthetically, to have them varied the way that they are, like you sort of have this like almost Super Mario Brothers aesthetic here and there, and then you've got like this like clear HD aesthetic happening in other areas, and there doesn't seem for me to be a single thread that connects them. Narratively, that could have been the thread that connected them, and I think that's where you could polish this a little bit to make that narrative thread connect me from one space to another, and to just guide me into the first couple of quests and then branch it and open it up is going to help a lot to me personally. But once again, you watched Alex play through this experience and he may have had a totally different kind of feedback. Each of us, of course, is going to give you the best possible help that we can along the way. So continue to build, continue to develop. And I really want to figure out what, like, if I broke the chess game, not Jackie Chan, by doing what I did by resetting it sort of twice with the wizard, then that's something to look at and see if that can be fixed. If I'm just bad and have no idea what I'm doing with that, then that's another component to look at for how can we make it really easy to tutorialize me on this chessboard, because I'm very interested in that. I'm very interested to see how that works and how that goes. And if you can make it so that anybody could just load it up, then they're going to know. Sandboxer 27, super hyped, super excited as the map, the land sale raffle starts. 53 minutes, 42 seconds. And this is your reminder that the land sale raffle results coming up November 28th, 8 p.m. UTC in just a couple of minutes. And then the land sale, 12 p.m. UTC tomorrow. So if you want to, that may be today actually where you are, November 29th, 12 p.m. UTC. But if you want to check and see, if you're in, then get hype, share it, let us know, tag me on the socials. I want to see who's got it. Metasander says, "Rip, my internet died the moment I asked that question." Which question did you ask last? Let me see. Somebody said France is OP. I completely agree with that. They're super good. Oh, who are we cheering for? Yeah. Conrad said, anybody that's winning.
And now it's updated, not Argentina.
Yeah, not Argentina. Anybody but Argentina.com. Anyway, Chad, it's been our pleasure to hang out with you here today. Thanks for sticking around with us, having some fun building in the metaverse, and we will be back with more tomorrow at our regularly scheduled time. Conrad, good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening, chat.
Okay, good night then.
Let's go raid somebody. Gonna go to twitch.tv/the Sandbox Game and raid anybody who is creating inside the Sandbox Game or the asset creation software VoxEdit right now. It's just me, chat. It's just me, chat. Who's building right now? Who's building? All right, chat. Well, we'll see you later. Have a good day.